What is up, SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another Dark Deception video. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a look at, of course, new teaser that was published by Team Dark Deception on their Twitter account, but at the same time, we'll be talking about probably the most underrated character of Dark Deception thus far, alongside BENDY and the Dark Revival. All of that in today's video, so without wasting any more time, let's begin. Before we get to our Dark Deception thing, let's talk about BENDY and the Dark Revival for a little bit. I'm really trying to make sure I diverse my content out here, although nobody knows if within months any YouTuber will be playing any game. By the way, watch my recent video on the future of YouTube. It's really interesting. I'll put the link in the description. Anyways, BENDY and the Dark Revival still has no release date. However, we're getting teasers and images at the very least. BENDY and the Dark Revival has a new player, Audrey to be exact, that we will control, but at the same time there will be Alice Angel and new Observer, BENDY V 2.0, and the Butcher Gang will be making a return as well to Joey Drew Studios, which was then confirmed to have even more big role from the last teaser, as their cutouts were here and there in the studio. But this is getting more light. As seen from the new teaser, there is more into this section. In the new teaser, we can see another Butcher Gang's member cutout, this time Charlie's cutout alongside BENDY as well. What this suggests that whilst BENDY was the main focus of the studio to make cartoons around him because he was popular with the fans, Butcher Gang also seemed to have a bigger audience as well, and Joey Drew Studios were keen to invest in them to bring more revenue and sales as well. Well, we know how that turned out, alongside my Alice Angel. Yeah. Sometimes, don't you think? Other than the lower part, the graphics are getting impressive every teaser, and they've done a fantastic job thus far, luring me in to play this even more than before. The studio still looks jacked up, which seems to confirm my theory again that this is the same story, different timeline, and most importantly, different perspective. There is clearly an observer out there observing the story we played in BENDY and the Ink Machine. So it's clearly the same story, different timeline, and different perspective. What do you think? Who's really responsible? The Observer, BENDY Beast Monster, or you're still on Joey Drew? Let me know all that good stuff down in the comments below. Now, before we get to the actual teaser itself, let me take a few minutes and talk about something that might have nothing to do with whatever is going on around here. It might not be intended the way I'm about to interpret it. So we all know that Friday sales are about to begin. Majority of the people make Black Friday sales. Some people do Yellow Fridays, and well, there is White Friday as well. Whatever color Friday there is, it's all about sales, lowering the price and getting as many sales as possible. It is a marketing technique. It's been around for years at this point. Anyways, Dark Deception also a part of this, as they said on Twitter, quote, "For a limited time until 12/3, get 30% off of all Dark Deception merch on Teespring. Use promo code DDFriday29 at checkout." Now, there is nothing wrong with this, nor anything too special. However, I can't help but get the gut feeling that next week we might get some announcement. Let me make one thing clear. 29 is the next Friday, which is the big Black, Yellow, White Friday sale. So there's nothing about that code that makes it all, oh, this is some hidden teaser or sprinkles or something. However, I can't help but feel that there could be a big announcement next week. Either a new teaser, probably not, or at the very least, an OST, so we can end the OST's problem first and move on to the other stuff such as release dates. Maybe we might get a release day next week. We're approaching December fast, and 2020 even more faster. Wins, you gotta do something about this, and you gotta do it fast. A lot of fast in this one. Now, with literally my gut feelings out of the way, let's talk about something that actually happened, and that is the new teaser that Dark Deception posted on both Twitter and Instagram. And it has more meme potential and literal memes than there are theories, and honestly, the teaser is something like that. In the picture, we can see Penny the chicken having that posture, that face, standing in front of a very interesting textured wall. Penny the chicken is, of course, the third member of the trio Joy Gang, which is also the second level of Chapter 4. It is ironic that they posted her image, as I always go around and talk about her more than Lucky the Rabbit or Hungry the Pig. The freaking pig. Let's actually read some of the memes, shall we? Meme review Dark Deception? Nah, I'm kidding. It's not happening here. Unless you guys want this to be a series. Oh boy, you know what to do. Anyways, there's not much to do with this teaser, honestly, other than the fact that, hey, teasers are still coming. Penny the chicken will have a bit more screen time than we all thought she would, and that she likes to surprise people, and also she's very good at fashion and beauty. Watch out, Jeffree Star, you might got a competition. But there's one more thing we can talk about, and that is the wall texture behind her. Now you see, there's a massive debate going around in the community regarding which place location this level will take place in. We know that level 1, nurse's level, will be taking place in asylum, if not then hospital. But if you have a generic idea over what we're going to get in that level. For level 2, however, Joy Joy Gang, we are unaware, totally. We don't know what we're gonna get, which location or place, and how many characters other than these 3. I made countless videos on them, theorizing that either this will be taking place in some sort of pizzeria, which I don't think they would go to that extent after seeing the community's response over FNAF copy, which leaves us to think, where do these animatronics, or these type of animatronics, exist anyway? Well, let's take a look at her teaser first. Penny the chicken is standing in some sort of underground area. It looks mostly abandoned from outside world, you know, those underground areas where people do shady stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I talked about Zone 2, about how we will go an underground place after beating the first and upper area. Things will get wild down there. Now, where do the animatronics work anyway? Disney World? Land? Restaurants for kids, pizzeria? Cut off Disney section, cause we already had something like that, not really, but something like that in Chapter 3's Crazy Carnival. And yes, I know it could happen again in a different location, but that would be kinda repetitive. So it leaves us with 2 locations. You might have all sorts of different places in your head, but we're targeting kids' locations only. Why? Because in Chapter 4 teaser, there were kids in the background, and not only that, the Joy Joy Gang OSTs are also aimed at kids. Birthday parties, kids events. Clearly it's a family-friendly trio, or at least that's what it was about at the beginning, which means there could be a possibility of this happening in a place where animatronics are being made in the first place, which then again brings us back to the underground area. So clearly we cannot go away from this pizzeria location. Maybe we'll get this, maybe we won't, but regardless, it will be a different experience, unique experience, fun to play, but most importantly, joyful experience. Just the way I like it. But this was more of a teaser analysis video and not your typical in-detail theory video. Also, please watch my last video where I talked about the future of YouTube, this channel, advertising laws, everything. At the same time, I just recently installed FNAF AR on my phone, and I would like to make some content on that as well if you're interested. But with that being said, that would wrap up this video. Now make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe right now to become an official member of SmackNPie. We are 800 subscribers away right now. Join this empire. Be one of the very few and special, because I have big plans for you for joining this empire. And I'm Smack, and until next time, take care and peace.